Guess who found something really strange and now wants your opinion on it because he just needs to understand that this is a real thing that exists. No, it's not that person you're thinking of, it's this guy. So let's talk about that. Here's the question for all of you. What are your opinions on novels that come from films? Not films based on novels, novels based on films. Confused? I don't blame you. Let me explain. So one day I'm going out to my local bookstore, support physical media by the way, please go do that, and I notice that they have a small little merchandise section, and within that small little merchandise section is a bunch of Wicked stuff, and out of the corner of my eye I just happened to catch this book. Apparently it's not the book that inspired Wicked the musical and later the film, even though they had those there for some reason. No, it's a book with the film poster on it and, you know, the tagline and everything. And when I opened it up, it was just a novelized version of the Wicked film. And then I realized there's a bunch of other ones like this. And here's a fun fact. Not only are a large majority of them a novelized version of a film, but they're a novelized version of a film that was directly based off a book. So it ultimately just feels incredibly pointless because you can just read the original source material that it was based off of. Like, literally, Mickey 17 was based off an actual book. And now there's a novelized version of the film, Mickey 17, that was based off the actual book it was based on. This is just an Ouroboros. And guess what? It doesn't stop here. It just keeps going. Now, admittedly, I fell a little too deep down the rabbit hole here, so I'll spare you a lot. But let's just say every episode of Star Wars has been covered in a novelized format. So has Poor Things, and pretty much a lot of almost every other major blockbuster that you can think of. And yes, that includes 2001: A Space Odyssey, The Shining, and some other third thing. I honestly don't know how to talk about this, so in the words of Inigo Montoya,
let me explain. No, there is too much. Let me sum up.
The only way I see this working is if someone is so obsessed with a certain film that they just want a novelized version of it, or someone just isn't able to see the film for themselves, so they think, hey, I'm gonna read the novelized version of it. That's just as good as seeing it in the theaters. And I guess that's where the market is, but ultimately, I'm not entirely sure what to think of this. So, like I said before, I'm leaving it all up to you. Tell me what you think. Let's talk in the comments.